Are we throwing money away on silver? Well, we're going to talk about it. Stay tuned. Well, what's shaking YouTube? I hope you're all doing great out there. Welcome to episode number 52 of the Silver and Gold Stack Attack. As always, I really appreciate you stopping by to check out the video, and if you like what you see here and you'd like to help support the channel, then why not click on that thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. All of those actions help to support the channel's algorithms, and you know I appreciate it. Now, before I kick off this video, I'm sure everyone's aware of the struggle between Ukraine and Russia. First off, my thoughts are with the people of Ukraine. It's a horrible situation, and I hope their government stands strong. Now, on one small positive note and step forward, it does look like the European Union is going to finance the purchase and delivery of additional weapons. Now, that's according to European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. So in short order, pretty much Europe's leading powers have shifted into a position of unification and heightened defensiveness towards Russia, which is something that Putin was hoping wouldn't happen. Crazy stuff going on in our world. Crazy. So, are we wasting money on silver? Well, yes and no. Now, before anyone looks at their screen with a "what the fudge are you talking about" glare, let me clarify. When I say waste money, quote unquote, I'm not talking about stacking silver in general. We all know that bullion, rounds, and bars are always going to be a store of value in some way, shape, or form. We're good there. No, I'm actually talking about that designer silver, or boutique silver as I refer to it. Going forward in this video, I'm going to refer to boutique silver as simply BS. Well, what is it? What is boutique silver? Well, BS is a round that's either been enhanced by gilding, painting, antiquing, or just coming up with a dedicated theme altogether. Like the Peanut series from Atmex, which you see right here. There's more of a charge for these themes or enhancements, which means the price for 1 or 2 ounces of silver increases exponentially. Now, all that being said, I'm not going to claim I'm holier than thou. I am just as guilty of buying that BS silver, boutique silver. There's been a lot of times where I've been in the LCS and wasn't a whole lot to look at, but there's that new and shiny piece that I didn't need to overspend for, but there it is. Wow, that's so friggin' cool. That's going to come home with me. It happens. And I would fully expect that 99% of you can look in your stack and find collectible pieces. Look, sometimes we just have to mix it up. I mean, bottom line, we've got to mix it up. But what you have to differentiate from, are you a stacker? Are you a collector? Or are you a stacker collector? Judging by my collection, I'm probably a stacker collector. Because I do buy stuff that appeals to me. And I bulk up. I bulk up on generics. I bulk up on Eagles, Maples, Phils, Britannias. I'm doing my part for my general stacking, but every now and then, that one little piece comes through that I just have to have. Case in point, the Chiwu Chunwang series. I didn't buy them all, but I needed this one when I saw it online. That was one I had to have. This is just an amazing piece, and that sword looks like it's just coming right out at you. So, yeah, this was a 40 plus purchase, $40 plus, and but it was worth it to me. I like artistic views, and this was, to me, artistic. I love this one. So, yeah, that was definitely a must-have. I showed this one in a recent video. Again, this was 40 plus whatever shipping, but I did order some other stuff, so it wasn't solely based on that. Yeah, I'm sorry. My channel logo is a cobra, and lo and behold, there's a coin with a cobra on it. Duh. That was a simple buy for me. Yeah. Granny's looking fine. But, yeah, that side aside, I bought it for this side. So that was one I couldn't resist. But you know what? I overpaid for it. Of course, it's an ounce of silver, but it was a limited edition. So somewhat in defense of that, there's only 7,500 of those, I think, overall. Another example, the 1 crown from the Falkland Islands. You guys know me and my Britannia. I mean, when I saw this was coming home. You don't see this one that often, and when you do, usually this text isn't here on a lot of them. For some reason, they had to take that text off. I think it was, I think the Royal Mint had an issue with that text being there, so they issued the rest of them with a blank spot. Just so you know, this was not issued by the Royal Mint. It was issued by Pobjoy, the Pobjoy Mint, which is a smaller private mint. So, yeah, Britannia, it's coming home. Obviously, I'm a Britannia fan. That's what it is. And another one that I had to have, which definitely didn't need and definitely overpaid for. The Simpsons. Seriously? Yeah, I bought that. And I think I spent about $46 on this when it first came out. I'm a fan. I can't help it. I am a fan. I mean, the house in the background, Bart on the skateboard. This was definitely going to be something I bought. And to me, it was worth it. But did I overpay? Hell yeah. Whoa, geez, you can't get away from her. Quickly get back to the good side. But yeah, I'm a total fan, and this one was definitely coming home. No question. And last but certainly not least, you guys just saw the video that I did on this guy, the St. Michael Shield. I was not going to buy this, but he had nothing. Somebody had just come in and cleaned out all his silver for the most part, or all the good stuff anyway. And he pulls this out, and I said, well, I don't want that. Well, let me look at it. Next thing you know, I'm buying it. I think I spent... Now, I got a good deal on this. I got it for $60, which is $30 an ounce. So slight overpay, but not really. Not really. Not for this kind of artwork. Now, these are on eBay for $95 and up going forward because they're sold out at the dealers. So I think it was a good buy on my part. I'm not expecting it to jump up in huge, huge popularity, but it was a nice piece to have. And like I said, like I referred to earlier, your Atmex Peanuts series, it's colorized. It's colorized silver. This was $38. But at least her Royal Highness isn't on the back. That's a break. But I bought this out of fanhood. I have been watching this show since I was a baby practically. So when I saw this was something I wanted to have just to have it. So I overpaid. So that's my point about boutique silver. You're gonna overpay. But you have to kind of balance out. Is this something I really want? Because I am willing to pay the extra. Or am I wasting money? I mean, some of these antique rounds that you see, these 1 ounce antique, highly detailed, raised relief. Oh my lord, they're going for $100 and up for an ounce of silver. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't pull the trigger on stuff like that. But that's just me. Like I said, everybody is going to be different. Everybody collects and stacks differently. So you just have to figure out who you are and maybe just reel it in when you know you're going overboard. But, keep to your original goal of stacking or collecting. You got to keep it all in focus. Well, let's go over some reasons for buying BS or boutique silver. First one, they're often limited to smaller mint runs, which does add value. Second one, they're popular themes, pop culture, music, movies, etc., etc. Let's face it, some of them look absolutely stunning. They're amazing. They look fantastic. Take a look at the Back to the Future silver on the right. It actually does come with the car, and you can find the round in the trunk of the, open up the trunk. There it is. Insanely expensive, though, for 1 ounce of silver. And last, they can be fun and challenging to collect. And as with everything else in life, there are reasons against buying boutique silver. One, it's expensive. Let's face it, this stuff is pricey. And not condoning it, but for good reason. There is a higher production value. higher production cost in making these specialized rounds. You're paying for that. Somebody's got to pay for it. That's just the reality of it. Number 2, potentially low resale value. I hate to tell you, but what you buy a specialized coin for, you may not make back if you need to get some money made on it. And you try to sell it, and the guy's going to be like, I'll give you such and such. Might not be anywhere near what you spent on it. The only exception to that might be if this particular coin completely shot up in value, then it might balance out a little bit. Now, that being said, in an SHTF situation, is it going to matter that the Enterprise is on that 1 ounce silver round? No. Nobody's going to give a damn what's on that round. It's an ounce of silver. Nobody's going to care that the USS Enterprise is on your silver round that you paid X amount of money for and you think is worth that in barter. They're not going to care. They won't care. And last, you're losing ground on stacking quantity. If you spend $100 and some odd on boutique silver on one coin, you've lost out on 3 ounces of silver somewhere else. That's about roughly $100. You're probably talking about 3 ounces of silver, $33 each. Rough guess. So you're losing ground on stacking volume. Okay, you're not stacking volume when you spend extra money on these. Now, I'm going to give you an example of how difficult it can be with, specialized coins. My LCS is loaded. He's absolutely loaded. He bought a collection of painted eagles and whatnot, painted peace dollars. They're sitting in his cabinet. Nobody's even paying them any mind. He's got tons of these things, and they're just sitting there taking up space. I'll give you an example of like painted eagles. I mean, there's all kinds of examples, but you get the idea. He's having a hard time selling them. Bottom line is, he wish he hadn't bought them. Now, I personally won't touch them. I don't touch painted or colorized. Very rarely, but not on government bullion anyway. So all that being said, is it a bad thing to buy boutique silver? No, I'm not making that assumption for you or anyone else. You buy what you want to buy in the end. If there's something that has meaning to you, there could be a 9/11 coin out there that you really want. Maybe you were affected by that personally. That tragedy personally affected you, and you want a little memento of it. I get it. It may be a movie you saw as a kid. I get it. Totally get it. And I'm not saying don't buy. I'm just trying to present both sides of the coin.
Well, that is going to wrap up episode number 52. As always, I appreciate you hanging in there till the end. I would love to hear your comments and thoughts down below. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you go out of line and go off course and collect collectible silver at all? Or are you just strictly staying the course and just stacking, baby, stacking? I got my, you got stackers that are just, I only buy generics. I'm about quantity, not quality. Or I only stack government-backed, bullion only. And then you got some like me who buy both, stack both, and collect some. So let me know what your thoughts are down below, and if you're guilty of buying BS boutique silver. In the meantime, that's going to do it for now. I will definitely catch up with you guys next week. And, hell, you know what to do. Get stacked! Peace!